Hi dears, how are you? I'm Nini. Okay, today let's talk about the time and how can we read the clock. First of all, the question is what time is it? Or it can be what is the time? So, let's see. First of all, in the clock we have the short arrow and the long arrow. So, this is the short arrow and this is the long arrow. First of all, you have to read the short one. So number one, short one. The short one refers to number 9, for example. So I say it's 9. If it's referring to the 3, I say it's 3. So where is the short one here? That's it. Referring to 8, so I say it's 8. Let's see. Here, referring to the 2, so I say it's 2. Let's see here. Where is the short arrow? This is the short arrow. Referring to what? Referring to the 3. So it's 3. Here, where is the short arrow? That's it. Referring to what? To the 11. So I say it's 11. So the first step in the clock, you have to read the short arrow number 1. The short arrow number 1. Again, the short arrow number 1. Okay. So for example, I say it's 9 because the short arrow referring to the 9, so I say it's 9. Number 2, let's see the long arrow. The long arrow referring to what? Referring to the 12. So I say ok, look, ok, look. I say ok, look. So if the long arrow referring to the 12, it means the clock is sharp, so I say o'clock. If it's referring to the 6 here, I say 30. I say 30. Again, if the long arrow referring to the 12, I say o'clock. If it's referring to the 6, I say 30. Okay, but what if it's referring to another number? If it's not o'clock and if it's not 30, what should I do? Let's see. For example, here in this clock, the short arrow referring to what? Yes, referring to the 8, so I say it's 8. Number 2, the long one referring to what? Referring to the 3. What should I do? It's not o'clock and it's not 30. So what should I do? Should I say 3? No, that's wrong. This arrow is blind. It doesn't see the numbers. It can't see the numbers. So what should I do? Count. Count what? Count the minutes. Count the minutes. Between each number, there are 5 minutes. Again, between each number, there are 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, let's see. Like we say in the class, الخطوة ب5. الخطوة ب5. 5, 5, 5. Count all these 3 5s. 15. Or equal the word quarter. 15 or quarter. Again, number 1, look at the short arrow. Number 2, look at the long arrow. If the long arrow referring to the 12, I say, yes, o'clock. If the long arrow referring to the 6, I say 30. If it's not o'clock and if it's not 30, of course it can be any number. What should I do? Count the minutes between each number. There are 5 minutes. الخطوة ب5. Between the 12 and the 1, there are 5 minutes. Between the 1 and the 2, 5 minutes. 2 and the 3, 5 minutes. Between the 3 and the 4, 5 minutes. Between the 4 and the 5, 5 minutes. Between the 5 and the 6, 5 minutes. So let's count all these 5s. We say 5, 5, 5, 15. So here 15 to the 3. Let's add 5. Here 20. Okay, let's add another 5, 25. Let's add another 5, 30. Huh? Did you know how the 30? Huh? Okay, so we counted all these 5s. So when the long arrow referring to the 6, we say it's 30. Do you know? Huh? Why? Because we counted all the 5s here between each number, so it becomes like 30. Okay, what should I do? Let's see here. Look at this. ها أول حاجة عيني تيجي عليها إيه؟ the short arrow. The short arrow. Number 1, the short arrow. The short arrow referring to 11. So I say, yes, it's 11. It's 11. Okay, number 2, look at the long arrow. The long arrow referring to what? To the 6. Should I say 6? No, that's wrong. It's blind. It can't see the numbers. It only sees the minutes. So here we have the 30 minutes. So it's 11:30. Okay? Let's see here. Let's see here. Number 1, look at the short arrow. The short arrow referring to 10. So I say it's 10. Number 2, look at the long arrow. The long arrow referring to 6. So I say it's 30. How can 30? We said 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So it's 30. Okay, let's go to this clock. Number 1, أول ما عيني تيجي على الكلوك أبص على إيه؟ Number 1, look at the short arrow. The short arrow referring to what? Yes, referring to the 11. So I say it's 11. Number 2, look at the long arrow. The long arrow referring to 9. Should I say 9? No, that's wrong. So what should I say? Let's count the minutes. Should I start from here and I say 5, 5, 5? No. Why should you do that? We know that's here 30. We know here 30. And instead of counting from here, let's add 5 to the 30. 30, 35, 40, 45. So here 45 minutes. How did you count this? عملناها ازاي دي؟ قلنا ايه؟ 30 زود 5 add 5 5 35 add 5 40 add 5 45. Let's do this clock. Look at the short arrow. The short arrow referring to number 2. So I say it's 2. No, it's not 2 yet. لسه ما جاتش عند 2. يبقى نقول ايه؟ 1. It's 1. It's 1. Look at the long arrow. Number 2, look at the long arrow. The long arrow referring to 9. Should I say 9? No. What should I say? Count the minutes. Is it o'clock? No. Is it 30? No. So let's count after 30. We know here 30. Let's count 35, 40, 45. So here also 45. Let's look at this clock. Referring number 1, look at the what? The short arrow referring to number 2. So I say it's 2. Okay, number 2, look at the long arrow. The long arrow referring to number 12. So I say 12. No, I say yes, o'clock. Okay, here look at the short arrow. The short arrow referring to number 4. Number 4. So I say it's 4. Number 2, look at the long arrow. The long arrow referring to the 6. And here we have 30 minutes. So I say 30. There is another way. I can say half past 4. Again, half اللي هو النص اللي هو 30. Half past 4. Half past 4. That's another way. Okay? Again, final thing. If the long arrow, for example, if the short arrow referring to the 3 and the long arrow referring also to the 3, what should I say? كل واحد في حاله، كل واحد بيعمل شغلانته. ازاي الكلام ده؟ ها. Number 1, look at the short arrow. The short arrow referring to the 3, so I say it's 3. Number 2, look at the long arrow. The long arrow referring to the 3, so I say 3? No, that's wrong. What should I do? Count the minutes. Huh? 5, 5, 5. How many? 15. 15, or I say quarter. Quarter. Okay? If the long and the short arrow both referring to the 12. The short arrow, so I say it's 12. The long arrow, so I say o'clock. The same thing here. If the long and the short arrow, both of them referring to 6, so I say number 1, the short arrow, it's 6. Number 2, the long arrow, هيشوفها ايه؟ 30. Or I say half past. Half past 6. Did you get it? Okay. Thank you, and I hope you understand. Thanks. Bye-bye.